More than 120 coaches from the Midlands have travelled down to London for a day of national action against government cuts. Unions are holding what's thought to be the largest rally since the anti-war march in 2003. Much of the demonstration has passed by peacefully, although there has been some violence by breakaway groups. Bengono Basala reports.
Outbreaks of violence on London's busiest shopping street, but it didn't stop the majority of anti-cut protesters from holding a peaceful march. These were the scenes in London as thousands of people from the Midlands joined the biggest union-organised protest in 20 years. But it was a much quieter start for those leaving Birmingham just after dawn to head to the capital. On board, police officers, nurses and parents, all concerned about their future.
The government's really pushing for people with disabilities to get back into work, but then, there's been cutbacks with access to work to actually support people once they're in work.
Well, I've worked in the engineering industry in Birmingham. I've also worked in Chesterfield and around the pottery area, potteries. Again, I've seen rapid decline and lack of investment over the last 40 years.
Unions say an estimated 10,000 people travelled from the Midlands for today's rally.
Just demonstrate against the cutbacks. The cutbacks are far too fast and too severe.
They're rolling back everything our generation have fought for since the Second World War and before. And I, for one, am not going to stand by and let it happen.
We're fighting back and we'll keep fighting back.
With further cuts on the way, the coalition government says there's no alternative.
Well, we have to take the action to deal with the deficit. If we didn't, for decades our children and our grandchildren would be paying the bills that we didn't have the spine to deal with now.
But in his speech to protesters in Hyde Park, Ed Miliband disagreed.
I believe there is a need for difficult choices and some cuts, but this government is going too far and too fast, and they are destroying the things we value in our country.
The barriers may have dictated today's route, but the voice of those marching led the way. Bengono Basala in London for Central.